The man had just started ziplining when his safety harness began to fray, but he was totally unaware of the danger, snapping photos and posting them to social media. He didn't notice until he reached the zipline's middle, directly above the canyon's deepest drop. That's when he saw the peril he was in. He quickly grabbed the steel cable above to stop himself, but by then his harness had completely snapped. To avoid falling, he had no choice but to lift his feet, clamping them tightly around the cable too. When staff arrived to rescue him, he was already exhausted. The rescuer quickly wrapped his legs around the man's body, slowly crawling backward. They thought this would keep him safe, but less than 10 seconds later, the man's strength gave out entirely. He couldn't even hold onto the rescuer, sliding down and plummeting into the 100-meter abyss. But this was just the start of his nightmare. His wife, standing on the platform, refused to give up, racing down the hillside to save him. As a retired Special Forces soldier, she had years of jungle survival experience. Using reference points on the steel cable, she pinpointed her husband's approximate location, then called his phone. Hearing the ringtone, Lisa quickly found her barely conscious husband. By then the ambulance called by staff had arrived. Strangely though, paramedics stopped Lisa from accompanying her husband. Not wanting to delay the rescue, she had no choice but to follow their orders. She hopped on a motorcycle, closely tailing the ambulance, but just as they neared the hospital, an SUV suddenly pulled out from the roadside. Lisa couldn't swerve in time, crashing to the ground, losing sight of the ambulance completely. What she didn't know was this was all deliberate. When Lisa reached the hospital, the front desk nurse said no ambulance had brought her husband. Thinking she'd gone to the wrong hospital, she checked several nearby ones with the same result. The ambulance had vanished without a trace. Lisa rushed to the police station to report it. After hearing her story, the police chief suggested checking the zipline site for clues, but the staff there seemed nervous, claiming they'd never seen Lisa or her husband, even though he'd warmly helped them just the day before. Lisa was furious, wanting to tear him apart on the spot. With no clues, the officer said there was nothing he could do, hastily closing the case. So Lisa decided to find her husband on her own. Returning to the zipline platform, she roughly clipped the safety clasp to a staff member, yanking him down the zip line, all the way to the canyon's deepest part. The man panicked as Lisa threatened if he didn't tell her where her husband was, she'd throw him off.